Good morning, everybody. I'm here to tell you a story. I have to look at the story a little bit because I'm old and can't remember everything always. But my story is about Jesus and his disciples. And they spent a lot of time in Jerusalem. And one day he was in the temple teaching, as he taught everywhere, and telling stories to people. A lot of people listened eagerly, but many people had questions. The temple leaders were unsure about Jesus. They thought he maybe had too much power over things. And some of the others were a little jealous of Jesus because they wanted to trick him and to catch him in the wrong thing. So one of them asked, should the people pay taxes? Well, if you know anything about taxes, we all pay taxes. If you go into a store and buy a candy bar, you have to pay some taxes on it. So that was just trying to fool him and mess him up. And some were worried and asked him, what happens in the resurrection and the afterlife? Well, everybody had been taught that. We know that what happens is that we go to be with God and we live in peace the rest of our life. Then one temple leader who was really curious about Jesus and really didn't want to trust him at all, saw that Jesus was wise and kind, but he asked him, which one of God's laws, God's commandment, is the most important? He was trying to trick Jesus. He was trying to put him in a corner, but it didn't work. Jesus answered, the first and great commandment is this, hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is the only Lord. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. That was great. But before the leader could say anything, somebody else wanted to ask another question, but Jesus went on and said, the second commandment is, love your neighbor as yourself. These two are the most important of God's law. What we have to remember is our love for ourselves and for our neighbors are very important. We have to look at all of our neighbors and love them just like we are, just like they are. And we have to love ourselves just like we are. And Jesus will come and change us in the ways that we need to be changed. But it is love that we have to follow. So my question to you is, are you loving the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind? And are you loving your neighbor as you are loving yourself? And are you loving yourself? God bless you.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. I love to share with the whole wide world. It starts with loving myself. When I take good care